Now let's go over the confidence monitor, countdown timers, and parental messages on the screen. So let's go over the confidence monitor so you understand what we're looking at. The confidence monitor is the screen that is behind the media booth. This is what the people on stage can see. So we're just going to I'll give you guys this as a breakdown, but just so that you know what's on it. The speaker timer is up here on the top left hand corner. What this does is this starts at 0 and will count up. So basically, the speaker doesn't have to do the math to know how long they've been talking. This is a stage message. This is where we can write messages to whoever is speaking. We don't really use this, it's just a feature that we have if we ever need it. This is going to be whatever the current time is in the top right hand corner here. The current slide text, that is, for example, when we're going through a song, that's whatever slide is displayed on the main screen. So whatever this is what the audience is seeing. If it's blank, it means that it's probably just a background slide. If it's words, it's going to be that word. So for example, on this song where it says beneath the surface of my anxious imagination, if that's clicked, that's exactly what this would say here. The next slide is, and this is why it's important to click slides in order as well, because it helps the singers know what the next lyric is. So the next slide is going to be the next one. So if this is in our main screen, whatever is showing here where it says next text slide is going to be this. So this will say beckons and calms. So that way the singer knows that these are the next lyrics so that they can kind of have a more seamless transition or flow without stuttering or anything like that. In the bottom corner, this is the text countdown video. So for example, when we have our 5-minute countdown, this will say how long that video has been going. If we have a sermon bumper that's 30 seconds, that's going to count to 30 seconds. So we know how long it's been going or how long is left. It will count down. So the text and offering timer, this will start at 0 and go up. That way, whoever is up there knows again how long they've been speaking and kind of when to step off that stage. So this will go over all of that. So now let's go ahead and get rid of this. And let's go over the timers. So the timers that we saw on that screen, if we go down to Sunday Flow 2, which is where our tithe and offering is. So it's going to pop up here. When you see this little, it looks like a countdown timer. When you click on this slide, it's going to start ticking that timer off. So if I click on it here, we can see that this is now the offering and testimony timer is going up. So it should be at 5 minutes. As soon as whoever is on the stage stops talking or they go into the transition and we're doing the sermon bumper, that's a good time to go ahead and just stop this timer, because otherwise it won't stop and it might confuse the speaker on stage having 2 different timers going. So you can go ahead and just stop it. If you don't, it's not a big deal, but just so that you know it's there, and it's, if you want to stop it, go ahead. Same thing with the speaker timer. This is why it's, again, really important to hit things in order. Once the sermon bumper is done and it goes to this, it's automatically going to go ahead and start that speaker timer. Because there's a go to next timer, we don't have to worry about physically clicking this, but just to give you an idea, because at different times we might have some different flows come out. So there's that. The only other thing that I wanted to show you in this one is parent messages. We normally don't do this, but for example, if we start to have a lot more kids in nurseries and we start assigning them numbers, instead of going into the actual congregation and saying, hey, your kid is crying, we need you to come get them. If we click on this little arrow right here, think of it kind of like a paper airplane message. This is what's going to allow us to see on the screen what that parent know what the child number is. So let's say that a child is screaming and their number is 78. If I put in 78 there and click on show, it's going to show up. It's kind of hard to see, but it says parent number 78. Please come to the kids area. And that's going to keep going until I hide it. So we want to hide it whenever that message is done and just click on hide. You don't want to type anything else here. So we don't want to be like, Kate, go to the kids area, because there's a format of it. So if I hit show now, it's going to say parent number, Kate, go to the kids area. Please come to the kids area, and it won't make any sense. So this is not where we've just free type messages. You want to just do the number there. And again, to get rid of it, you just hit hide. This isn't something, again, we use that often, but hopefully as we grow and we get more kids and things like that, it's something that, we'll be able to use.